Hello and welcome to a quick tutorial on the Endor mission for the Rebellion. So you're going to have a mission pop up about 15 or 20 weeks later after you do the shuttle heist at Zar, showdown at Endor. Commander, we must act. Our information tells us that the Death Star is nearing completion at Endor. Gather a small crew of Leia, Skywalker, Solo, Chewbacca, as well as the droids R2 and 3PO to infiltrate the surface of Endor with the shuttle Tidarium. Assemble a large fleet around Rogue Squadron near Endor that can be called in once the deflector shield protecting the Death Star has been neutralized. So unfortunately, I can't get the gameplay for this because every time I do it, it crashes. But this is what you're going to need. You're going to need all 4 of these heroes as well as the shuttle Tidarium that you got from the mission. Go ahead and send them at Endor. There's going to be a long cutscene, and you can watch that if you want. And then Rogue Squadron, for me, pops up at Bakura. Send him over to your fleet. You don't have to have that big of a fleet. This is my fleet. It's basically a bunch of Quasars, a bunch of Dreadnoughts, and 2 Liberty classes, as well as 2 capital ship heroes, and then a bunch of other fighters and such. So it's not that big of a fleet. You're going to get a large fleet as well when you go to Endor. You don't have to have Home 1. Home 1 will appear at Endor even if you don't have him in your fleet. So your first objectives are going to be basically to get to this area, and you also have to keep Rogue Squadron, Lando Calrissian, and the Home 1 alive the entire mission. So just, my opinion, you should keep them in a separate group and keep them away from the main battlefield. So you're going to have them reach that area. You're going to bring in the rest of your fleet. Make sure to bring in as many troops as you can. Then the It's a Trap famous line will hit, and a large amount of Star Destroyers and fighters will appear. Take out the fighters first, establish fighter superiority, and then engage the nearest Star Destroyers. After 60 seconds, you're going to get this other mission to where you're going to hunt to engage the Star Destroyers at point blank range, which is similar to what the movie was, obviously. So go ahead and engage the Star Destroyers. You're going to then get another bunch of missions, basically, so where you're going to want to use Green Squadron, which is a leader that you're going to get as well in that mission. I would say don't use him until you need to. Bring him in, and then he will automatically kill Admiral Piet and his Executor Super Star Destroyer. And then there's also going to be this other mission to where if you kill this certain Star Destroyer, you're going to get a free 10,000 credits if you can do it before you kill the Executor. So you have to do it before you kill the Executor. If you kill that Star Destroyer, 10,000 free credits. Also, if you don't use Green Squadron, you will get another bonus reward if you don't use Green Squadron to kill the Executor. But in my opinion, that's way too risky and it's going to be way too hard. And you're most likely going to lose the mission at that point if you try to. So I don't even know what the reward is. It could be 10,000 credits, but I hope it would be more than that. So then you're going to bring the Lando Calrissian and Rogue Squadron over to the area to destroy the Death Star. The Death Star will be destroyed, but all you gotta do basically is make sure that you don't lose Home 1. Don't lose Home 1. Keep him in the back. You're going to want to bring him in, especially if you don't have a large enough fleet. And he has to also get to that arrow. So bring him to that arrow and then just engage the nearby Star Destroyers to try and limit his, how much he's getting shot at. But other than that, it's really not too difficult of a mission. Just make sure to keep those 3 alive. Like I said, create a separate group for them to keep them in the back. Bring as big of a fleet as you can. This isn't that big of a fleet, but you're going to want as big of a fleet as possible to make sure to keep all the fire off the Home 1. Other than that, you're going to have to retreat them eventually, but it's not too difficult of a mission. I hope this kind of tutorial helps. I apologize for not having gameplay, but every time I do, it would crash. But the 10,000 credits, I mean, it's kind of worth it, but I say just win the mission and live to fight another day. I really don't have anything else to say. I mean, you might lose ships. Obviously, the Death Star is going to be shooting at your capital ships, so you're going to lose some ships, but just try and beat the mission. I wouldn't worry about all the bonus rewards. And thanks for watching. Sorry for the gameplay, and yeah, goodbye.